For joining me tonight. I'm just going to chat while we're waiting for people to join. So, those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle, MJ of MJ's Off the Hook Designs. And today is the first day of the Merry Mini Advent Calendar Cal. So, yeah, what I'd love to hear from you guys is any questions that you have about the Cal, anything I've maybe missed in the comments. If you've been wondering about stuff, just make sure you tap right in the comments any questions for me. I'm just going to change my screen here so I can see if there's any comments coming up. Make sure you say hi. Okay, so I do see them now. So hello, Heather from Utah. Hi, Kathy. Just waiting for everyone to join in. I'm streaming to Facebook, to YouTube, and my community group. So yeah, just say hi. Let us know where you're from. Shelly's from Scotland. Wow, that's awesome. So I have some exciting news because my daughter's here with me. I'll have her come in a little bit, but it's exciting. So this is the first day of the Cal. So let's talk about what's happening. So if any of you haven't seen, I did an advent calendar this year for the Christmas crochet along, and I'm gonna grab it here. I have it down. I didn't have any place to hang it, so I just have it down here on the ground. So some of my ornaments are off of it right now, but so this is the tree ladder that I've made all of the little ornaments for, and I have a tutorial now on the blog and in the ebook how you can make your own, or you can purchase one from Amazon. So that's sort of the first step to decide how you want to display all of your little ornaments. So today I released the mini textured mitten. So that is the first one. So there will be 6 patterns in total, 3 mitten patterns and 3 little stocking patterns. So you'll make 4 of each, and then you can fill them with any little treats that you want. I have little dark chocolates that I filled mine with, and also the numbers. Now, what I want to tell you, it's been crazy since I just launched the supply list last week to let you guys know, and it has gone crazy. Over 3,000 of you have joined, so yay, so many of you have joined, and these things have been selling like hotcakes. So I believe now the numbers could be sold out on the Canadian site. I think you can still get them on Amazon.com. So there's all the links in the ebook, also on the blog, in the YouTube video. So I have links everywhere. Also, if you've got the supply list, the links are there. But yes, they have been selling like crazy. Now, what I did notice when I was checking today for the tree ladders, some of them have been selling out rather quickly too, and it's a little bit more delay to get them, but a whole bunch of new Amazon sellers have popped up selling them. So you can tell how popular these tree ladders are. They've gone crazy, but you can make it yourself. Okay, so you don't have to buy a tree ladder. You can totally just DIY it yourself. I have put all the measurements on the blog. So each of the sticks, how much of measurements you should have in between them. So mine are slightly a little bit different. So what I suggested is about 5 inches between your sticks, because each of our stockings are about 4.5 inches. So if you do about 5 inches spacing in between them, you just need to use some twine or some rope, really just to tie it all together. But I have all those directions on the blog for you, so you can DIY that yourself. You don't have to purchase one if they're sold out on Amazon or you can't get one in time. So go ahead and do that. But you could also, another option would be is to use just do a beaded garland. You could do that for your countdown to Christmas. You could even use a picture frame and string twine. Like, you could come up with your own creative ideas. But the tree is just super cool, I think, and you can hang it on your wall, and it's really accessible for children, so they can dig in and grab their treats each day. And if you can't get the numbers, I'm sure there's other options. Just search, even check out Etsy if you can't find any on Amazon. For me, I guess it was just kind of a lazy way to add my numbers. I was looking on Amazon and I was like, oh, these are so cute. And I don't have to crochet the numbers on. But you could even do that. You could get creative and crochet numbers, really whatever you want to do. So this is the little stripe stocking. So I'm gonna go through and look at some comments here just to see where everybody's from. So many of you are joining. It's so exciting. I'm already in the Christmas spirit. I've got my Christmas sweater on. I've got my nice hot coffee. My daughter's over here chuckling at me. She's got her tea. It smells really good. So, Michigan. Where did you get your sticks from to make yours? So I did buy the ladder. I didn't go DIY it myself because when I was searching for what I wanted to do for this calendar, I came across it on Amazon and I was like, that's perfect. I'm just gonna, for $20, I'm saving myself the time and I'm gonna buy it. And I really didn't know what I was getting. Do you know when you buy stuff on Amazon and you think, is this like, what's it gonna be like? I was actually really impressed with what I got. And then it was easy then for me to like take the dimensions for you so that you could DIY it yourself if you want to. But if you don't want to, just go ahead and buy one. Okay, so I'm just going through everyone saying hi. We've got people from all over. Sylvan Lake, Alberta, Canada on here, Emma. See that? I can't see everybody's name. The odd one shows up here. Yeah, so I have a Facebook user here. It doesn't show the name, but someone already made theirs. If you have, okay, so important thing, you want to go to my Facebook group and post your pictures. If you've started any of the ornaments, if you've already got on one today, if you've made your ladder already, post pictures. We want to see your pictures. If you're on Instagram, hashtag us. MJ's off the hook, or post in the group. That is where everything will happen, in the Facebook group. So you want to go over to the Facebook group, join it if you haven't already. That's where you can ask more questions, post your pictures. Everyone is very active in that group. So if I can't get to help you right away, somebody will be there in the group helping you. So I have a question here. What is the blog? Where is the supply list? So you can, if you go to the blog, everything is there now. I came out with the supply list early just so you guys could get a jump start on it. Now everything is on the blog and also in the ebook. So the ebook is now available to purchase. So the ebook has all 6 patterns in it. And if you don't want to wait, because I'm only releasing an ornament on Thursdays and Mondays. So Thursday, this one came out. The next one will come out Monday. The next one the following Thursday, right through November. So if you don't want to wait, you can grab the ebook. It is now on. Had a little bit of a glitch with Ravelry, but Ravelry link is working now, and it's on Etsy as well. So the blog, you can go to mjsoffthehookdesigns.com. It's the latest blog post, but we'll make sure to post it. Emma, if you want to maybe post that in the comments for us, she'll get that blog post right in the comments. She's gonna be my assistant tonight. I'm gonna pull her in here soon to introduce her. I'm sure she doesn't really want to come on here, but okay. So someone here said that they got their tree up. Amazing. I got all my Christmas decorations. Actually, I shouldn't say I did. My daughter helped get all my Christmas decorations off the other day. Oh, and someone's asking, how was the wedding? The wedding was amazing. I need to post some pictures for everyone of my daughter, Emma. She just got married. She is now working for me. So let's just bring Emma in, because this is going to be the perfect time to bring Emma in. So I am so excited. This is my daughter, Emma, and she just got married. So I'm going to post some pictures. And she was living in Alberta. Most of you know that, because of all the pictures I've posted of the mountains and us visiting her. But now she's home. She had a beautiful wedding. It was amazing. And now she's helping work for me. So I'm really excited because I am so busy, and now I'm going to have some help. So Emma is going to be helping with a lot of comments like on Facebook, YouTube, the group. She's been posting for me, which is amazing. My sister-in-law, Becky, also does some posting on Facebook for me, but Becky may be getting another job. So Emma might be taking over that too. So anything blog writing, I can maybe get her doing some of that. So have some grace. I know she had some spelling errors, I think, last night on her Facebook post. But you know what? She's learning, and I'm just excited to have her and have the help so that I can spend more time designing and doing video tutorials, which is what I love spending my time on. So now we have Emma on board to help us. So she'll be helping definitely. I find like I do get a lot of questions. I can't always get to everything right away. So if you go to the Facebook group, Emma will try to be directing people as much as she can over to the Facebook community group, because usually somebody's on there that can get to a question before I can. So if you have any questions, make sure to pop them in the group. So Emma, I'll get you to pop our Facebook group in the comments, as well as the blog post for the latest ornament. So I just ramble. I need to make sure I have everything clear. So each of the ornaments, when they're released, they will go on the blog for free. You have to sign up to my blog to view the patterns. You'll see an exclusive content box pop up. And once you subscribe, that will just disappear and you'll have access to the pattern for free. And that's a Grow. I have a little notification there. So Grow will pop up and you'll subscribe, and then you can view the pattern for free. And it will also be on YouTube. So a video tutorial, the free pattern, and then the ebook is just available if you would like that nice printable PDF copy that you can print, that's nice and pretty, and it has all the patterns together. And you can get that now, and you don't have to wait for each of the ornaments to come out. But we're going to do this together. We're going to have fun. We're going to crochet up all of these. So you need to do 4 of each, and you can kind of mix and match your colors, do whatever you want, and just do 4 of each. So you get lots of practice on each one, and then you can fill your entire advent calendar. And these would be so cute, even just as ornaments on your tree. Present toppers. I did the Merry Minis last year, and we just love, I always have had little stockings on my tree because the kids like getting little like chapsticks or any little like lipsticks or any fun little goodies and stuff in the stockings. So they're great just to have. So if you end up with extras, they're great to gift. People love this kind of stuff too. But I'm really excited to work through this with you guys. I worked on another one today. I did a little reel, so I'm going to try to get that together and the fast version of how to make a little mitten and get that on Instagram tomorrow. But let me go back through the comments. Emma, if you see anything that I need to be.
I'm just trying to get the Facebook group.
Okay, here we go. Amazon, easy to make yourself, but I was lazy. Yeah, that's kind of almost how I felt I was. I was just like, I'm just going to buy that. I'm just going to buy one rather than, but normally I am a DIY girl and I would go out and make it. But, if you don't feel guilty, if you want to buy them from Amazon, that's why I thought it's on Amazon. Amazon usually is pretty quick delivery, but because these were selling so fast, I think the delivery is a little bit pushed back. But I tried to link as many in my Amazon shop as I could, because all these new listings are popping up because they've become popular. So if the one that I've linked isn't good for you, just look through and see if you can find any more on Amazon. So here, I got mine from my front yard. Oh, nice. And even sealed them. I had someone else make a comment that they were going to use dowels and cut the dowels. So lots of different options. And I'm sure you could probably pick up like a wooden star, maybe at the dollar store or the craft store or something, or even make that yourself. So yeah, I'm going to keep scrolling.
You must have different comments than me.
Oh, am I getting different? My daughter's just saying she's maybe getting different comments, but there's a lot on here. So many of you have joined. So love the buffalo plaid hat pattern. So yeah, the buffalo plaid this time of year always goes crazy. Everyone loves buffalo plaid. I'm working on another plaid just a sneak for you guys. I'm working on another plaid pattern this year, so I'm excited. I just need to get it right. Sometimes when I do a pattern, I have to play with a few different yarns and play around to just get it just right. So I'm still working on that, but I'm hoping I'll have a new one soon for you guys. Okay, so are you going to have the written pattern somewhere? So the written pattern is on the blog, and each of them they're going to come out through November. So the first one has been released today on the blog, and the next one will be Monday, and then Thursday, Monday, Thursday. I thought that was a good space. It gives you time to get them crocheted up because you have to do 4 of them. I found when I was making these, I could make about 2 in an evening, like just kind of sitting watching TV. You probably could make more than that, but I would say it's safe to say you can probably do 2 in an evening, and you may not have every evening available. So it should give you enough time to get your 4 done before we're on to the next pattern. Plus the ebook is available. So maybe I'll get Emma to pop the ebook into the comments as well, just so you have that. I don't think I got it in the description for you. Funny story, but not so funny story. So I use iMovie to edit my videos. She's gonna laugh because yesterday was a really bad day for me. So I use iMovie to edit my videos on YouTube, and I was all set yesterday to get these videos done for you, get the ebook done, get it all ready to post this morning. And iMovie, my dad had come over to get some stuff from me, and my printer was out of paper, and I was down under my desk here, and I was unplugging it because my printer now, whenever I run out of paper, this is always a long story. When I run out of paper, I can't reset it. I have to unplug it. So I'm under my desk unplugging my printer, and I ended up shutting off my computer. Everything shut down. So I was like, oh, great. Not necessarily a big deal. Restart my computer. I restarted my computer, and iMovie quit working. Like the circle that goes around, not responding, not responding. So I did everything. Everything I could think of, did all of the, the help stuff, like do this, do this. So I'm doing all this stuff. Finally, I was like, I'm just gonna trash the app and reinstall it. So I was like, did that, reinstalled the app, still would not work. So I'm panicking at this point because I don't know a lot of I use some different video editors for making reels and stuff, but not for actually doing my YouTube videos. So it was a really rough day. I thought, well, maybe I'll try Final Cut Pro. Well, it's for pros, definitely. It was a little bit over my head and not able to learn it quick enough to edit these videos for you. So I was like, I really need iMovie. So then I was like, after all this, I'm like, why didn't I pull up my MacBook and try iMovie? So we did that. And then my storage was full on my Mac, so it wouldn't even save the video. So anyways, it was quite the day. I did not think I was gonna, I thought it was gonna be the end of it. I wasn't gonna get these videos edited for you. It was a bad day. But finally, before I called, which I should have called earlier in the day, Apple support, the final thing I tried, it worked, and iMovie is back up and running on my computer. So that was a long story, but I was able to finish getting all those videos edited today to get the links into the ebook. So the ebook has all the links, the videos won't go live until their scheduled day. So that was, technology is great. All this stuff is great. When it doesn't work, it can be extremely stressful. And it always happens when you're on a deadline. That's the problem. It always happens when you're like, need to get stuff finished. So I'm going to keep scrolling through comments to see if you guys have any other questions. Please, just if I've forgotten anything, just make sure to drop a comment in, and I will try to get to all of it. Okay, so I have someone here from Brazil. Amazing. Yep, so I'm just scrolling through. I always struggle. Okay, here's a question. I'm gonna get this popped up. I usually have when I come live, I have Brianne and Hannah with me. It's so much easier with a with my friends on these lives. Okay, I was watching your video before you came on. I always struggle with the band. I single crochet around to get 18 stitches, but it just didn't look right. Any suggestions on how I can get 18 stitches correctly? Okay, so some of my videos, I go over this and some I probably forget. But I find when you're working across a ribbed single crochet band, there's one of the rows, because you're going to be going into each row. One of the rows is going to be, it's going to be thicker. It's going to be like you've got to push the hook through. You have that thicker section. And then the next row, it's almost like you just have that one little loop you need to single crochet through. So I find if I follow that, like I know this row is the thicker row, and then the next row is just the little loop, then it helps keep me on track as I'm crocheting along that ribbing so that I get the 18 stitches, and it usually will work out right. Okay. I find you just, oh, did Emma get it? So Emma has now got everything posted in the comments.
I was struggling. I only got Etsy though. I didn't get Ravelry. I couldn't get it to load.
Oh, you can get Ravelry. Okay, so Emma's been adding them to comment. So I hope that helps. I hope you can look at that little ribbing again and see what I mean, because it really does. And I use single crochet ribbings a lot in my hats and stuff. So once you kind of get that tip for like crocheting one single crochet per row and sort of eyeballing out how those rows look, it will help you. So, okay. Okay, no problem. So my first problem with, if any of you were trying to get into Ravelry earlier, I had an issue with the image. You're not allowed to have image with different writing, and I didn't realize one of the collages had some, they had some writing, so they did not like my listing, so they took it down. So then I had to go in and fix the images. So that's all fixed now. Oh yeah, so let us know what color. So I just went with the, let's talk about the yarn, I guess. Okay, so Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK. Absolutely love this yarn. Has a beautiful sheen to it. It's not too heavy. I know some people have asked about worsted weight yarn, which you could totally use. Your ornaments are just going to come out a little bit bigger. So I wanted, my light is falling here. That didn't really help, but anyways, I'm looking pretty dark. So the Mellow Spun DK, it's nice and it's light and easy to work with. So, but if you have worsted weight or even a lighter worsted weight, that may be better. A heavy, you're going to get a fair size ornament, but it's just going to make it bigger. So I used buff, I used cream, and I used garnet to do my ornaments. If you want to throw in some green or some white, really whatever colors, even if you wanted, like if your Christmas theme is pink or it's blue or whatever your colors, just use whatever colors you like. I just thought this was really nice and classic with the whole rustic theme with the numbers and the branches. I just thought it was really nice. I did use some different colors last year with the Merry Minis, but I think this all pulls together. And if you have the Merry Mini collection and you want to do some plaid and some mosaic and mix and match, that would look really great too. So just get creative. If you are just hearing about the Merry Minis and you're wondering about those, last year I did a collection with 25 ornaments, and they are all on YouTube. They're all on the blog as well. And there's also an ebook available. So that was my countdown to Christmas last year. I don't even know how I did it. I feel like I was laughing. I felt like I was having a hard time getting my 6 done this year. And last year I somehow did 25. But yeah, they're all fun. Emma's probably going to get making some this year. The little mini wreath is really popular. If you haven't seen the little mini wreath, go check it out. It's so easy. It's just done with a curly Q, and it's really, really fun. So let me keep going through. Some people are still waiting on yarn. Hopefully your yarn is going to be coming soon. If not, like if you need to go purchase in a store, I'm sure you can find something comparable that you can get started, even if you practice and make some little present toppers or make some for your Christmas tree. And then you'll be able to catch up. I'm sure you will be able to catch up and make these in time for December. So don't feel too stressed about that. The yarn, I actually had a comment on the video today that one of the Mary Maxim that picks the yarn, she said that now she knows why everybody's been buying these 3 colors. It's like for them, they're wondering why everyone's buying garnet, buff, and cream. And now they know because of this collection coming out. So you know how popular, I guess a lot of people were happy with the colors I picked too. So
I have one the wool of Andes yarn. Is that something you could use as well?
Oh, the wool of the Andes, yeah, that would work. It's a really light worsted weight, so the wool of the Andes, and that's what I used for the Mary Minis, would work perfectly with this collection as well. Yeah. And that somebody else had asked the same about using the worsted. Again, I would go for a lighter worsted, but it's just gonna make them a little bit bigger. And maybe if you're making your own tree ladder, just make your spacing like a little bit, customize your spacing on that tree ladder for the size of the ornament you have. And even if they hang down, I believe I was looking at pictures where you can buy them with little bags already, and they had them hanging right down past the wood. So either way is really fine and will look great. So just go with whatever. Oh, everyone's saying congratulations, Emma.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have my daughter working with me. You don't understand my joy. It's like just having help has been, it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Should I post the pattern again?
Yeah, you can. And see, I'm not sure, Emma, you're in YouTube, so I'm not sure if people on Facebook, you may need to go over and post in Facebook.
In Facebook?
Yeah, so
I know, because you have completely different comments, way more than I have.
Yeah, it's because I'm in. Yeah, now we're just chit chatting. I'm just gonna go through them and just start highlighting comments as I go here. I just love your cardigan. Thank you so much. I love making cardigans. So I do have another pattern coming out for men really soon. It's just, oh, one thing after another happens. I designed a beautiful cardigan for my son. He's modeled it for me when we were in Alberta. Absolutely beautiful. I need to make, I'm going to make a child size. So this pattern will have men's and children's sizes. So I just need to get the little one made, get it modeled, get all of the video tutorial done. So I do have another one. Of course, Christmas is just kind of, all the Christmas patterns have taken over, but I'm going to try my hardest to fit that one in, because it is a really, it's a cardigan that's button up. So similar to one of the other cardigans, I think it was the Mountain Ridge cardigan, I believe it's called, but this isn't a DK weight. So it's a little bit lighter. The other one was a bulky yarn. So I do have to make more patterns for men because I love getting my husband and my son to model. So there will be one coming. But yeah, we had to jump into Christmas because I have so many Christmas ideas I have to get out. Some more questions about when is the mini stocking going to be available? So there's 3 stockings in total. The first one, which will be the little textured stocking, I'm not sure if I have it here, it will be coming out Monday. So you have enough time to get 4 of your little mittens made, and then the next stocking will come out. But if you don't want to wait, you can grab the ebook and it will have all the patterns. The only problem is you won't get the YouTube video until the release date. So I have the release dates listed in the listings. So the YouTube video will go live on those days. But once you do 1 or 2, you should be able to probably pick up on the patterns. And if you really are stuck and you really need help and you've purchased the ebook, just make sure to send us a message to pattern support at mjsoffthehookdesigns.com, or go to the website and go to contact and contact us, and we can help you out. But it won't be long, and they'll all be up and available, and then they'll be there forever. They're not going away. So the crochet along happens from the 10th to the 30th, but the patterns are not going away. They'll be on the blog, they'll be on YouTube. The ebook will always be available. This is just something fun to kind of get us ready for Christmas, get us ready for December. The kids love, I mean, isn't the advent calendar one of the most fun things as a kid? You want the treats, you want the candies, and this way you can customize it, and it's an heirloom. You can keep it, you can keep reusing it every year and add in your children's favorite treat. Sometimes those calendars we get at the store, the chocolates are not the best. So you can pick your favorite chocolates out and add them. Okay, so I'm going to keep going through comments here. MJ buying a lot, is that not being ladies? It is so busy. It is. And that was just one. And that's, if don't feel bad if you go buy a ladder and you can get it in time, buy your ladder. If not, even to get your kids making it for you. Get your children involved. Get them to go find all of the sticks for you and help. You just need some a glue gun to help with the twine just so it doesn't move. And yeah. Okay, so someone's asking, are these the same ones that were online last year? No, these ones are different. I didn't do any mittens last year. So the mittens are all brand new. I did do some stockings, but these are all new stockings. So I have little puff stitch ones, which are so sweet. This is probably one of my favorites, is the puff stitch. And I had no stripes last year for stockings, so I did a stripe, and then the little textured one, which I don't have here. Oh, there, it's on the ground. It's the Suzette stitch. So the textured one is just a beautiful, nice, simple, and I would say it's the easiest one. So I have them come out first. So here is the little, so they're all different from last year, but you could use last year's and make an advent calendar. If you wanted to, you could use I think I did a simple stocking, a plaid stocking, and a mosaic stocking. So you could like either mix and match or use the ones from last year and just put yourself together a beautiful advent calendar. So I'm getting through. There's lots of comments. I'm getting through them. Oh, someone did find a tree on Etsy. Perfect. That's wonderful. I haven't even gone and checked Etsy. We will do that, and then I will look into that. And if we can get some links, Etsy links too, we'll get those on the blog so that you guys can see all the options. I know if anyone finds more, I've been hearing that the numbers are sold out. I think they might be sold out in Canada. So if anyone sees these anywhere, let me know. But we'll check out Etsy for you guys too, just for our Canadians that are looking. I ordered mine early. I got on this. I got on it early this year. I was like, I need to do this. I need to get this done. Other than getting those videos edited, which was the last step. So Bob printed the pattern book. Oh, it'll be so nice printed out. I have so much fun putting the pretty ebooks together with all the Christmas theme. Emma's been helping me with images too. I've been getting her learning how to size everything and make collages and stuff. Okay, and so again, is there a link for the blog? We have put I think someone's commented as well, but if you go to just quick and easy, you go to mjsoffthehookdesigns.com. It is the blog post that's going to be right there, the latest blog post, and you can get all of the information on the blog.
I just put it back in the Facebook group as well.
Okay, so and Emma has posted it in the comments as well. And after this, these videos will still be available after, and we'll make sure we link everything in the description box for you. Emma, do you crochet? She's right here. Oh yes, we have to show Emma what Emma's working on. So she is working on a corner-to-corner blanket. So I have a bulky corner-to-corner blanket that I held together 2 strands of worsted weight and just made a simple blanket. This is what she's doing, but she's just using 1 strand and using this beautiful green color, and she's working on So Emma has really, over the past year, I would say, really started crocheting. She's done a lot of
Yeah.
market bags. I think this is your
Yeah.
first blanket though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I tried
She's
the baby blanket, but
Oh yeah, she was
that one's on hold right now.
she was attempting the newest baby blanket pattern, but her and I think the yarn were fighting. I think they got in a fight, and then I think the cat got it.
Yeah, then that cat
The cat
destroyed the
the
yarn.
cat got into it and destroyed it. So I gave her a new project, and she's really loving the corner to corner. And I told her,
Yeah.
you will love, if you're a beginner and you want to make a blanket, a corner to corner blanket is amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe you should link that for them too.
Yeah.
Link the video for them. It's a great, and you can just keep going and make it as big as you want, and then just start decreasing it. So let's see. Look, I saw other patterns. Maybe I miss. I'm sorry. It's so hard sometimes to read these comments and do any. Okay. Oh, someone made 4 mittens already. Wonderful. And someone made a ton of mosaic hats. Okay, so do the big, most of them do, yes. I don't have, unfortunately, we don't have, I'm in Canada, so we don't have Hobby Lobby and Joann's. We do have Michael's. You got to look through and see if they have DK. I'm sure they do. I can't think of any specifically offhand, but I know a lot use, I think it's the Honeybee, that they have a nice DK that I see people post, which is probably like from the Hobby Lobby. So check out the stores. I'm sure you can find something. Or if you can't find a DK, just find like a lighter worsted weight, like a nice. You don't want something like Red Heart Super Saver might come out a little bit too big. So just try to find a softer, lighter worsted, and you should be fine if you can't find a DK. Okay, let's go through. Too short. I think people are. Do you give private, MJ? Do you give private lessons? No, I don't. But, my YouTube tutorials, I try to ramble as much as possible through them to give you all my tips and tricks. So the YouTube channel is the place to go for, the best one-on-one I can give you. I try to go through it all, but make sure, you can always go to the Facebook group or message me, email me if you have more questions. It just seems like I don't have enough time in the day. Now, I do hope that having Emma now assisting me is going to give me a little bit more time, but it's hard. It's going to take a while to get her to completely learn the ropes. So it's work just training her too, but she's been a big help. How long now has it been? This is your second week?
Yeah, just 2 weeks.
Yeah, her second week helping.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this question here. For the rounds, when I slip stitch and chain 1, do I then do the first single crochet DC pair in that same stitch I just slip stitched, or skip, then go into the next single crochet? You go into the very first one. So when you slip stitch, you are slip stitching into the first single crochet. So when you slip stitch, you don't want to slip stitch into the chain. You want to go into the first single crochet. So that's the first stitch. So then when you do your single crochet, double crochet, because this is how the textured stitch, if you haven't looked at the pattern yet, the Suzette stitch is a single double in one stitch, and then you skip a stitch, and then you do a single double in the next, and then you skip a stitch, and that's how you get, I don't know how great the lighting is, but you get a beautiful textured pattern. So it's that very first, the same stitch that you've slip stitched into, you will do your pair in that stitch, and then you skip the next one and just repeat that around. And there is no, we don't count our chain 1s or our chain 2s or anything as a stitch in these patterns. Okay. All right, so let me keep scrolling down here. Someone else is just excited. Okay, let me see someone here. I'm going to give birth soon and hoping that I can crochet next year again, but worried about my wrist pain when I crochet for a long time. How do you care for your wrist? So congratulations. That's so exciting that you're having a little one. Wrist, I have got wrist pain in the past as well, and taking breaks, um, changing projects, hook sizes can help. Stretching your hands definitely helps. But a lot of times it is taking a break. I broke my wrist when I was young, and I do get some wrist pain. I don't crochet as much as you might think. Like I do crochet a fair amount, but most of my days I'm at my desk designing. So I spend my time in the evening crocheting. So a few hours probably every night I find is okay. But if I have really big projects where I'm crocheting for longer periods of time, I really do need to take breaks because I find my hands, they definitely feel it now if I'm crocheting too much. Let me keep scrolling here. Have you got anything over on yours that I haven't? I should be getting all the comments here.
You have, yeah, I'm only getting a couple, but they're all like the same ones that you're getting,
Okay, so let's just take a look at this question. Is there anything you can do when the band of a crochet acrylic hat stretches out? Thanks. What I tend to like to do with my patterns is drop down hook sizes for the band. So the band will seem small, but the idea is that it's going to stretch out to your head size. So I typically try to make my patterns that way. So I use a smaller hook on the band than I do on the hat. And it can appear small. Like sometimes if you've looked at my measurements, like the measurement of the actual ribbing might only be 15 inches or 17 inches because it's going to stretch out to fit your head. But after the fact, I'm not really sure, like once it's stretched out, if there is, other than, washing it and kind of like blocking it, like when you allow it to dry, like cinch your band back in, and that might help give it. But what I would do is if you were remaking that same pattern is I would definitely drop a hook size, at least a hook size, if not more than that for when you make your band, and then it's going to come out better next time you try it. Okay. Totally love the rustic theme you use. I love it too. I love the actual real wood stick look. It's so cool. What do you think, Emma?
Yeah.
You like it too?
Yes.
Yeah. She's probably going to want a whole other set just for her. She's going to have to get working on them with us, right, guys? She needs to start crocheting these and working on your skills. Okay. Oh, she couldn't get it was wonky. I wonder if Sandy's the one who messaged me about that. Yeah, the wreath. So, you know what? It may come together, it may not. I would just take that twine when you make these mini wreaths, you just weave your twine through that curly cue and then just tie it and bow it and just really finger block, fiddle with your fingers just to get it to look okay. And you know what? If it's not perfect, it's okay. It's still going to look good. That's the thing with your homemade stuff. It's like it's going to get messed up anyways in storage and whatnot. You just take it out, finger block it, and it'll still look pretty on the tree. So just do the best you can. Someone else did the Mary Mini Cal last year. It was so successful. We had so many people join for that crochet along. So I am excited for this one to be just as fun. All those ornaments. I gave away a lot of mine last year, so I think I need to make more. I'm going to try to do a lot of little like reel tutorials this year if I can fit them in, just so I can make more ornaments, because I did put them on a lot of packaging. I gifted them. So I'm definitely going to want to make a bunch more of those for my tree, because my tree is not looking full enough this year. So I need to make more of them. Okay. There are so many. We are going to make sure, if you're having trouble finding the post, check the comments. We are posting them in the comments, and we will post it again in the description. And I'll just mention again, you can go to mjsoffthehookdesigns.com, and it's going to be the first blog post, the most recent one, and you can go in all the information and all the links.
I'll put the blog post in again with the
Emma is gonna link it again just in case. Oh, someone's making the pink sweater in the background. So that is the plush and blush crop top, which is done with mohair, and it's so soft and beautiful. That was, we were dressing up the model before the live, and Emma picked, I have my whole sweater collection over here. Emma picked that one to model. It's definitely a favorite. Okay. Oh, this person just mentioned, of course, this is off topic, but I need a cardigan for my 10-month-old grandson. Yeah. So yeah, that would look adorable. Crochet cardigans and knit cardigans are so cute on little ones. Okay, I'm coming through and seeing all Emma's comments. Thank you, Emma. And we have, I hope my yarn comes in by Saturday.
In a blog post for blog subscribers.
Yep. So the pattern is on that blog post, but you do have to subscribe to the blog. So all you do when you see that exclusive content box, you just are going to click on it, and then Grow is going to pop up. You're just going to put in your email and pick a password. And then every time you come on my blog, as long as you can log in, mine automatically has me logged in all the time. So I see all of the content. But once you're logged in, then you can view the content, and it's all free. It's all there. You just have to be subscribed to through Grow on the blog now. Okay, so I hope my yarn comes in by Saturday. Please pray that my craft show goes well. I made 14 of your Merry Mini. Oh, I hope they do so well. Definitely let us know. I know the pumpkins are a huge hit at craft fairs. We're kind of coming out a little bit of pumpkin season for us in Canada. Once Halloween's over, it's like we flip right over to Christmas. I know your Thanksgiving in the States is in November, so maybe you're still making pumpkins, but they do really well. But I imagine that the little Merry Minis would do really well too. They're so cute. Anyone who sees them loves them. So I really hope that they do well for you. I'm sure these advent calendars would do really well too. And if you make your own, like with your own sticks and the little bit of yarn you need, it would be like so expensive. They would probably be a great idea to sell, and you'd actually like make okay money on them because your cost is so low. Yeah, so I'm going to keep, so if there's any more questions, I'm going to try to get to them all. I'm hopefully not going to go, I'm going to try to keep this to an hour. So any more questions, please make sure to pop them in. We will be going live every time a new ornament releases. So I'll be going live again on Monday. It's Monday and then Thursday. So Mondays and Thursdays throughout November, we'll be going live. We'll be in the community groups answering your questions. Everybody will be there to help support you as well. The community group is great on Facebook. Everybody has usually popped on there answering questions before I even get to them. So make sure to join the Facebook group. I know I do have some people who have said if they're not on Facebook, that's completely okay. If you want to share your pictures with me through email, that's fine. YouTube, we don't have a place for you to share images. I know some of you just watch on YouTube, but you can go to the blog without being on Facebook. You can go to YouTube, and the Facebook community group is just there if you're on Facebook and you want to share images, ask questions. But you can always email me your pictures. I love getting pictures from you guys. Okay, let me, gotta close that little thing. I'm just new to this streaming app, so I feel like I'm fumbling as I'm going through trying to figure all my screen out, but I'm getting here. I'm figuring it out. So someone asked again about the suggested yarn for the cowl, and I have used Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK. I used 3 colors. I used buff, cream, and garnet. The red they have is really pretty as well. Do you want to grab that red ball over there? The garnet is a little bit more deeper. Like, it reminds me close, almost like just a deep chair. I don't know, more almost like a burgundy. And then they have another really nice red as well. That's more like your true red. And it's just called red. It's just red. So that was, and they have, is this white or is this the cream?
I thought it was the
this
cream.
is the cream. This is the cream color. I know my lighting is terrible. I need to upgrade on my lighting for sure. I got to get something better here for lighting. Okay, so yeah, these are the colors I picked, and I used almost all of them. Now, that all depends how you mix and match the colors. Usually I made 1 of each color, and then I had to do like an extra for my 4th. So I kind of like mixed and matched. So I had just enough yarn. I think I had more of my red left over than the cream and the buff, but I did need to use most of them. And there is 284 yards on a ball. So that gives you an idea, but that's like it to make all of the advent calendar. So really inexpensive to do it. Okay, so it looks like people are still getting some of the numbers, so that's great. Now I think Sandy just ordered 5, so she's buying them up. She's buying them up. She's buying them up. So there are still some numbers available, but definitely if the Canadians are struggling, search through Amazon. If I think the link that I have, they're sold out, but search through Amazon and also check out Etsy because there's lots of stuff usually on Etsy as well. I can't seem to join the blog. So if you're still struggling to get access to the blog, if you're having any issues, send us an email. You can go to the blog and the contact bar is right at the top, and you can contact us and we can see if we can help you. Now, one thing that you want to just be aware of the blog, I am having my website redone. So this is coming soon. So it maybe won't be so confusing. I have a sign in that's up on that kind of like that pinkish bar at the top of my blog. There's a sign in, but that is only if you've purchased a video tutorial or a kit in the past when I sold kits. So that is just for people who have made purchases on my website. I am going to be getting rid of that with the new, all the videos will be going to YouTube or wherever. We're not going to have the courses on my website anymore. So that will be going away. So if you're trying to sign in, it is not going to let you sign in because unless you've purchased a video from me, it has nothing to do with patterns being purchased from me. It's only if you've gone to my site and purchased a course, a video course, or a kit. So when you sign into the blog, you're not going to want to go to that bar at the very top. So it's going to either be when the blog post gets locked and you see that shaded over exclusive content, or the other option is on the blog. When you're on there and you're scrolling, there's going to be a little green heart with little dotted lines that come up. And if you click on that, that also gives you the option to sign in as well. And that gives you the option to like favor posts, share, all that kind of stuff. So those are 2 ways to get in. Just make sure you stay away from that sign in at the very top that's just for people who've purchased courses. And in the future, I'm trying to get my blog to be a little bit more user friendly, and I'm having it redesigned. So hopefully that's coming. I'm going to start working with a designer in December, so that's going to happen. But right now, we have to work with what we've got. So if you still are having problems, though, feel free to send us an email. And myself, Emma, or my dad helps out as well with admin work. So one of us will hopefully be able to get to you very quickly with a response. Ooh, star numbers. Amazon also has star numbers. Yeah, check out and see what other options they have. For sure. Check out all the fun options. I was looking through, there was some cute stuff. I was looking through some when I was trying to decide. I went with these numbers, but there was lots of cute options on Amazon for other ideas as well. You guys are active. I guess nighttime's a good time to go live. You guys are active tonight. There's so many comments. Oh, and Emma said that the blanket is so pretty. Yeah, it is really nice. She's doing a really good job. She's making it really big too. She's just go, go, go. Yeah, she's taken after her mom.
It's only been a couple days too.
Yeah, it's only been a couple days. She's going like she has speed. That's for sure. She's a fast little crocheter. Mm-hmm.
Not right now. Yarn's being difficult.
Okay, I have a comment here about the wrist pain. Someone else had it really bad. They had to stop crocheting for about 6 months. Now take turmeric and black pepper. Oh, amazing. That's my mom takes turmeric and black pepper for her arthritis and aches and pains and stuff. So that's a good idea. I did buy some. I haven't been consistent yet with taking it, but I'm going to start taking it as well. Okay, let's see. There's a hook question. I know you enjoy using the furls hooks. Can you explain when a wooden versus streamline hook is to be used? Still learning here. I think it's just a preference. Like for myself, I really love the streamlines because I find them glide. Emma is just new to using furls hooks, and she's hooked on them because she used to use what it would have been the Susan Bates, probably my old Susan Bates hooks, the metal ones.
Red Heart.
Or Red Heart?
Red Heart hooks. Those are the only hooks I've used.
Yeah, so Emma's now got the furls, and the streamlines, they just glide because of the finish on them. I find they glide
it's
really.
So just like smooth. It's like
yeah, it's smooth. Like where the wooden ones, I don't find them quite as smooth. They're still amazing to work with, but I just find I usually gravitate to the streamlines because I just find they glide. And so the Odysseys as well. The Odysseys are really nice. I'm just a real lover of, let me pull out hooks here because I'm always happy to talk about hooks. Let me grab one. Yeah, this one's probably too dark. I don't think we're going to see it. The hook part of it is really big, and I just like a really big hook section. I don't like when they're too tiny. So the Odyssey, here's my bent Odyssey. It just tends to have a little bit smaller hook on it. So you can lose your yarn a little bit easier with them. Where I find the streamlines, it's really deep, if you know what I mean. And so I just prefer that. But everyone has their preference with hooks. And I really, and plus I like all the pretty colors. But the Odysseys have lots of really nice colors as well. But yeah, they're a little bit smaller, but I just find when I'm starting a project, I just like to play around a little bit. And if I'm finding for any reason that the hook and the yarn are just not jiving, I just try a different hook and see if it works better. And sometimes I pick based on color as well. I'm like, yeah, I pick them based on I want to use this color. So anyways. I like looking at pretty things. That's just what I like to do. Okay. I'm coming. I wonder how far behind I am. I feel like I still have so many comments to go through. Some people are still asking questions about the yarn. I just say go for whatever and make one and then see what you think with the size. Because really, that's all that's going to be different is going to be the size. And because we're not wearing it, gauge and size doesn't really matter. It's just if you want to keep them tinier to fit, you know, in a smaller, like a smaller space, then you want to go smaller. But if you've got the space and you don't mind them being a bit bigger, they'll hold more candy and chocolate at the end of the day. So maybe if you make them bigger, you can have a couple chocolates each day. So whatever. Okay, so we have a question. No, this is just the Q&A, so I'm not showing how to actually make it. You can go to my YouTube channel and follow along with the YouTube tutorial, and the blog has the written pattern, or you can follow along with the pattern in the ebook. But it's easiest for me just to have that video done, all edited live for you, so you can go watch the video. And then this is just really for us just to chat and for me to answer any of the questions that you have. So that's really what each time I go live, I'll go live on the day the pattern's released, but it's really just for us to chat and talk about any questions that you guys have. Yeah, just a matter of preference. They like the wood and the streamline both. So yeah, again, it is really a matter of preference and just trying. I know when I first got my Odyssey hooks, I found them a bit heavy, like I felt, but I was used to using these really light hooks, and I felt them that they were heavy. But then once I started using them, it literally changed my hand pain. Like I used to get such bad hand cramping, and I used to use bulky yarns a lot because I didn't find the bulkier, like the bigger hooks bothered my hands as much. So once I switched to the furl style hooks, I could start working with a lot finer yarns, doing more garments, more, because I didn't find I had the same hand pain as I did before.
What are these hooks made out of, Mom? Somebody was asking.
What's that?
What are the hooks made of? Plastic.
They're resin. The streamlines are resin. They are the small ones. They can be breakable.
You have talking about them being breakable.
Yes, you have to be careful with them. And even though they are breakable, I still absolutely love them. I just know I have to be careful with them. So the bigger ones, I find they're a little bit more durable because they're just bigger, but like the smaller ones especially, I just have to really make sure that I'm not dropping them, like I take good care of them. I just have not found a hook that I love as much. So even with that being said, I still love, like I have to use them. I just can't really crochet now with anything else. So I love them. The Odysseys would be more durable. So if you're worried about that, and the Odysseys also go to smaller sizes. So 4mm is the smallest you're going to get. I'm working with a 4mm in all the videos. So that's the smallest streamline hook you can order, because I think at that point they would just get just too fragile if you went any smaller, where the Odysseys go down to really small sizes. I don't really work generally with anything smaller than a 3. I think 3 could be my smallest size. But yeah, they're going to be a little bit more durable than the streamline. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to scroll through these. I have to try to wrap things up soon, but I'm going to keep going through your comments. Okay, thanks so much. It's not showing your name, but thanks so much. I really appreciate the feedback. And again, someone asking again about the free patterns, they are on the blog, and only one is there now, but each of them will be released throughout November. Oh, I love getting comments like this. I've never crocheted before, started crocheting by watching your videos. That is so exciting. That is what I hope. And even Emma, when she asks me stuff now, I'm like, go watch my YouTube video. I send her over. I'm like, what were you learning the other day about the join? The thumb join? Did you ever get it?
No.
She still hasn't got the thumb join. I sent her.
You to show me.
She has come to me to do her joining and has got me to join, but there's a whole bunch of other ones besides the thumb join.
I know I did one that was like 2 knots and then pull it together.
Oh, the
That's
magic.
the one that I figured out.
Okay, yeah. So she's learning. She's watching the videos and learning. Okay, if you're having problems downloading, it could be an Etsy issue, Sandy, because we have Etsy people have the most problems downloading stuff on Etsy, unfortunately. But if you send me a message on Etsy, I do have an auto reply that will give you some tips on that, on downloading. You can't download from the Etsy app unless they fix that. So if you have, just send us a message. And we are usually really quick to respond. I have an autoresponder to help you out with the download, but my dad's usually really good at first thing in the morning getting on there to help anybody out with any download problems. Do hold my daughter. So Emma probably crochets the most. Bethany can crochet, and Megan is my youngest and she hasn't learned yet, but I hope that she does pick it up soon because it's so much fun, isn't it, Emma? Yeah, she loves it.
Especially to watch Netflix at night.
Yeah, she watches Netflix.
Crocheting.
So DK, what is DK weight? Okay, that's a good question. I think Emma asked me that today, right?
Yeah, I did.
Emma asked me what DK weight is. So it stands for double knit, and it's a weight number. I'm losing my voice. I've talked too much. It's a weight number 3. So yarn weights start at let's just go lace, and then your fingering weight is a number 1. A sport weight is a number 2. A DK weight is a number 3. And then your worsted weight is a number 4. Then bulky is number 5, and super bulky number 6. And then you can get even like jumbo now, which is a number 7. Yeah, so DK weight is one, number, I guess, below your worsted, which is the most common, I would say, in Canada anyways. So worsted weight is a number 4, and then DK goes down to a number 3. I really like a DK weight. I find it's like, and you'll notice once you're crocheting a while that all yarns are not created equal, even if they're labeled that way. So some worsted weights will be closer to a DK, they'll be lighter, and then some will be heavier, even closer to a bulky number 5. So there is a range within that label. But for this thing, crochet along that we're working on, gauge is not a huge issue. So size is not a huge issue. So if you have a yarn that's close, even if you went to a sport weight, you could make these in sport weight and make them even smaller. Okay, someone else went to YouTube and found the instructions. That's great. Everything is not. Here's another question about it being on Instagram. I do post a lot on Instagram. I tend to do more of the real tutorials on Instagram, and I do have one for the little mitten. It is kind of hard to follow them because you're limited. Like I had to make a little mitten in 1 minute and 30 seconds, I think is the longest I could do now on Instagram, on an Instagram reel. So it's difficult to fit everything in to those tutorials, but I do try to put them on Instagram for you. But if you really want the slow version, the full version, YouTube will have the slow tutorial where I go through everything step by step. So wish list, those furls hooks. Emma can't believe my collection now. Furls hooks.
Yeah.
She's coming and stealing them from me. It's hard. It's still, even with my big collection, it's still hard to part with them. But I have to give her my, I guess, my least favorite colors. I'm such a mean mom, give you my least favorite colors.
Well, the writings were off on this one, so I thought that would be okay to take.
Well, I do like pretty hooks for my videos, I have to say
Yeah.
that. Someone else loves their Odysseys. Yeah, the Odysseys are really nice. Emma, you were totally rocking on that blanket. Good job. Yep, she's going. She's having fun. It's the only reason she's probably going to stay on this video with me.
Because I'm working on my blanket.
Yeah. Okay, just don't. Yeah. This is true right here. Don't drop it on the hardwood floor. Nope. Oh no. Oh, it's so, I remember, yeah, it's a sad day when that happens. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. So it broke. So yeah, it's, I mean, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but resin is what they're made out of. But oh, they glide so nice. But it is the smaller sizes that are the ones you have to be careful of. Okay. We're getting close. We're getting close to the bottom. Yeah, so that's something that I didn't mention is I do have a coupon code. So I have a coupon code for frills. So you can get 15% off whenever. I try to put it everywhere I can think of. So MJ, I think it's MJ's 15.
MJ's 15, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what
Yeah,
it is.
MJ's 15 gets you 15% off your frills hooks. So there's a little help. And oh, I'm sure they have they will have a huge Black Friday sale. I know that they will. So make sure to watch for their Black Friday sale, because if you're wanting hooks, that's the time to buy. I definitely keep an eye out for their sale. Everyone's going to have lots of sales coming up. So this is the time. Get ready for Christmas. Buy your supplies, get everything you need, stock up. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. How to access. I know that you have to, when you get to the blog, you do have to keep scrolling, scroll. The pattern will be the last thing. So we'll take you through the DIY ladder. We'll just talk a little bit about everything, the yarn you need, the hook, like all of that information. So you do have to scroll down a fair ways to get to the pattern. And the reason most blogs are made that way is just for a search engine optimization. So SEO, the more we talk, the more information we give, it just helps us rank better with Google. They like those posts better. So we like to give you lots of information, and then the pattern will be down at the bottom. So keep scrolling. You'll come to the pattern, and most likely if you've already subscribed to the blog, it may just show you the pattern. But if you haven't subscribed yet to the blog, then you'll see that exclusive content box, and you just need to click on it and create a password and put your email in, and then you'll be all logged in to see the pattern. Someone has asked about Simply Soft number 4. I think Simply Soft would work great. If you like working with Simply Soft, it probably is sort of maybe this Mary Maxim isn't, it looks shiny in this lighting. It might not have quite as much sheen, but maybe this does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but maybe not. I'd have to have Karen Simply Soft side by side, but I have worked with it in the past. It's been a long time, but I think it would work. It would definitely work good, and it is a lighter worsted weight. Where you buy your patterns? Let me see this question. Do you have a preference as to where we buy our patterns from? Me, website, Etsy? So it's really, it's your personal preference. Etsy, Ravelry, like for designers, it does have less fees, but I can't complain about Etsy because they do such a great job promoting and advertising. So I don't mind paying the little bit higher fees on Etsy because they really do take good care of me as a designer. I feel they bring a lot of traffic to my site. So I'm happy to have my patterns on Etsy. So Ravelry, Etsy, either. It's really what is nice about Ravelry, which is what I can say about the two of them, is that if I do an update to a pattern, it's very easy to automatically send you out an update. So Ravelry, if there's an update to a pattern, you get that, you get a notification. It makes that really simple. You have your library where you store everything. Etsy seems to have a little bit more technical difficulties with people getting their downloads and different stuff like that. But I'm happy wherever you purchase the pattern from. It makes me happy that you're just supporting my business. So whatever you prefer, that's what you can do. And I think I'm getting close to the end. 84. So someone is saying they see the more, they're probably looking, if you're seeing the really expensive hooks, you're probably looking at their alphas or their, like, they have much like kind of fancier, like, I'm trying to even think, like all the detailing on them is really fancy. But your streamlines, which are just, it's like a wood streamline, so it doesn't have all of that fancy detailing. They are, I think, around that $20 mark maybe. They're not that expensive, but you can get really expensive hooks there. I have a couple of them. They're kind of like, you know, my special hooks, but I still gravitate always to my streamline or my Odyssey. So those I would say are my favorite ones. But everybody has their favorites, right? It's all a personal preference. So okay, I think I've actually gotten to the end of all of the comments. Is there a link? Hang on, maybe I missed one. Is there a link to the blog from Instagram? Okay, so on Instagram, when you go to the my bio, there is a link in there, and so that link takes you to my social media links on my blog. So it actually takes you to my blog, and then it gives you all of sort of my links to my Ravelry shop, my links to my Etsy. It's taken you to the blog. So at the top, I have a header that will tell you like blog, shop, whatever. So it will take you right to the blog. Plus, I also have relevant new posts on there. So it kind of gives you all the information of where you need to go. So you'll see all my recent posts and the blog post links and everything. So, and most Instagram accounts are like this. So if you go to their profile, and then you'll see everyone will usually put, some people use Linktree. I just have it go directly to my blog, but that will kind of direct you everywhere you need to go to find whatever you're looking for, whatever I've been promoting or showing you on Instagram. If you click on that link, you can go and find. Okay, so like I'm just going to answer this other question about storing the streamline hooks. So I bought their actually collector case from Frills, but you can also get them. You can search pen, I think it's pen boxes on Amazon. They could have them on Etsy too. I have some of them linked in my Amazon shop, and I love them. I'll show you mine here. I have posted some pictures in the past, and I think some reels. Okay, so mine's not quite big enough for all of my hooks, but it's like this. So now the top, I can store the streamlines. The top is big enough for the streamlines, but the bottom section is only big enough for Odysseys. So I keep my Odysseys and I keep my streamlines, but I have more hooks than these. So I really need to get another one or a bigger one. At the time, I think you can get a 3-tier as well. And because my collections keep growing of my hooks, I also really like their cases. So I've been trying to organize my sets into the cases because they're actually big enough to store the hooks. So these ones are my pretty pink ones, which I love. So I have a set.
I haven't seen
Oh,
those
you haven't
ones.
seen these ones. So I
Those are
guess
pretty.
I'm hiding them in the cases. The cases are beautiful. They're leather, and I think they're around $40. But check for their sales, use the coupons, and this is nice. So what I like to do now is I keep one of these in my bedroom with my hook sizes. So then when I'm like grabbing a project at night, I can just pull out this and most likely find the hook size that I need for the project I'm working on. Okay. Okay, so let me see. I think I've pretty much covered everything. If I missed anything that you guys really need to know, just make sure you pop it in the comments. We'll be definitely going through them tomorrow. We'll go over and see if there's anything that we missed. And thanks so much, Sandy, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to enjoy the cowl. I can't wait to see. So please, if you're on Facebook, join the community group, post your pictures. I want to see your yarn choices, even if you haven't started yet. Show us your yarn, show us your tree ladder, everything you're working on. Just post. Don't be scared to post pictures. Everyone is really great, and we don't tolerate any negativity in the group. So if there's any negativity, we're not going to let that. Yeah, we're not going to let that happen. So make sure to post your pictures so we can see what you're working on. We'll be in there all through November answering your questions. And there's lots of people. I had over 3,000 people sign up for this cowl. So lots of people are going to be in there posting their pictures and then just enjoying getting ready for Christmas. So again, thanks so much, guys, for joining me. You can purchase the ebook or you can join along for free. Watch the video tutorials on YouTube. Get the pattern for free on my blog, and they will be posted Mondays and Thursdays. So the first one is already there. The little textured stocking or mitten. I see it's getting too late for me. The little mitten. And yeah, so this is going to be fun. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to sign off now. I've almost been on here for an hour and a half. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, it's been great. Thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome night.